It ain't too bad, guys. Look at that. 29 eggs. All right, y'all. Chickens are laying good for this cold weather. Muzzleloader season opens up not tomorrow, but next Saturday, so I'm pretty excited about that. It's been raining non-stop. Today's the first pretty day we've had. I think my wife's wanting me to hang some Christmas lights, so I'm kind of excited to do that for her. I love my little woman. I was wanting to tell y'all about these golden comet chickens of mine that y'all watch on my videos all the time. I buy these from Amish people here on the mountain where we live. And I was wanting to tell y'all about this little Amish girl. So this girl, she was about this tall, and she was Amish. And listen, she may have weighed $110, you know, $115 at the most. And so we go in this pen to catch chickens, and it's a big pen. And it's nasty, man. I mean, it's, you know, the chickens have never been able to free range. It's just, whew, it's rough. You know, I got on boots. Well, look here, this girl's got on flip flops, and it's in the summertime. So, you know, when I step, I'm sliding. Man, look here, this girl, she just, I don't know if you saw Bloodsport, but that's what this girl reminded me of. I mean, you know when he catches them fish like that? Look here. She was like, bah, 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 you know, catching them chickens, man. Toast smearing in chicken crap, you know, like, wow, you know. I was like, God almighty. Pretty little girl. So, these chickens right here, you know, they'll weigh about 7 to 8 pounds, you know, when you first get them or whatever. And, I mean, you know, the good old golden comet's hard to find. So, I've got the cages that I transport the chickens in, and that I do the beddings in. And right here they are. You know, that ain't got a bottom in it. Okay, I had 15 of those in there. So you take 15 hens, and the hens I got from them was 2 years old. They was big old fat butterball hens. So I'm struggling with this pen, man. And you take 15 hens, you know, 8 pounds a piece, you know, that adds up. And you think that wire right there, you know, you holding that, you know, it felt like it was gonna tear the meat off my hands. While we was catching these chickens, I noticed this pretty little Amish girl. She had hands like a freaking bear. You know it looked like a bear's hands. I thought, my God, you know, forearms was kind of jacked up. So I come up to this fence, you know, with these chickens, you know, and it's thinking, I'm like, you know, I'm pretty stout, and I go to lift it over his fence, and well, watch this. Watch how this girl manhandles this cage. You just check this out.
It is a load.
Yeah. Careful on her stuff. Hair on her toes, chicken crap between them, and hands like a bear. Okay. I mean, you would think that a girl like that would have had to chew a red man in. Or wait, that's racist nowadays to say that. A chew a Levi Garrett in. You know, spit from here out there to that side to side. I ain't never in my freaking life. So, could you imagine? I mean, look here. Her hands was puffy. She would have slapped a man in the next week. So, as you can see, she just grabs it. And she says, that's something like that's a heavy load. Walks it, you know, she's got chicken crap in between her toes there, you know. But he walks it right back there, you know, and I'm like, God almighty, you know. Well, I have no idea that my wife had videoed it. You're always going to have obstacles on a homestead. Case in point, I was just sitting over talking to y'all, and I don't know how, because I keep the door latched. Check this out. Door's cracked open. I got a lot of money in these chicks. The door's open. Don't panic. As long as I can keep them from panicking, I should be able to get a lot of them. Slow movements. Keeping them calm is the key a lot of times. Just trying to keep them from hollering. See how that's running? I don't want to push it. Just staying calm, keeping everything calm. That there's freaking out. That's a big meaty chicken right there. I got a lot of money tied up in these. These are Rhode Island Reds, brown egg layers. I can't afford for them to be getting out and losing them. Shut up. Now if I can keep them pretty quiet, you know, everything should be all right. I don't want panicking a lot. Slow, calm, steady movement. I think string of panic. That's just stuff that you're going to have to deal with on a homestead. There's always going to be stuff like that going on. Trick to it is, man, is to don't let it stress you out and stuff like that. Now, if you're wanting to raise pork and stuff, what I've learned is start out small. Look at that little fella. Ain't he something? Mr. Joseph, ain't you right, boy? But listen, I would highly recommend don't get into show animals like this. This chicken right here, although he is beautiful and I love him, you know how much money I've made off him? Not a dime. Now I've got chicks out of him and stuff, but I'm not in the market to sell show bantams. I did not want to get started on these, and I knew if Micah ever seen them that he was going to spend his money on them and we was going to have them. And he's a stud, boys. He is a sight on earth. Excuse me. So what you want to do, if you are going to get pigs and stuff, and you want to raise chickens, I would suggest getting young pullet, you know, Golden Comets or Rhode Island Red chicks, because brown eggs sell way better than the others. And you would probably want to start off with about a 150-foot pen. Run you a strand of electric wire 6 inches off the ground around your pen. And that every time a coon or a dog comes up to the pen, they don't try to jump up over the fence. They gotta, if it's a coon, it's gotta grab a hold of the fence. So he'll get popped, he'll get popped, he'll get popped. Now, if you can get 50 eggs a day, or around 38 eggs a day, sell them for $3 to $4 a piece, a dozen. I mean, now that's going to add up. All right, get you a hog. That, you know, a sack of corn lasts about 5 days with a full grown one. About 5-10 days, 10 days actually. A full-grown hog, you can get 10 days out of a sack of corn. Well, look here, that your eggs will pay for the chicken feed and it will pay for the hog feed, and you'll have profit. But you have to do it right. And another thing I've learned too is when you're growing your hogs, get a hog grower and stuff, but mainly feed them corn. Hit them with some hog grower about once every 2 weeks, you know. Give them some of that hog grower, yeah. And that's one way to start off on your homestead. So homesteading, it can be done. It can be done. Now, are you gonna lose money? You start getting into stuff like this, you better believe you're gonna lose money. Now, if you got a market to sell show bantams and stuff, oh yeah, they're high. They're high. I got $50 in single birds in here, or Micah does. So yeah, I mean, stick with the egg layers. You got hogs for meat. Make sure you got money to buy your freezer. So I'm gonna tell you something. Get quite a bit of meat off hogs. But I figured I'd go over that. We're gonna start digging. We're gonna start getting into stuff. Have some more adventures on the way. I appreciate y'all watching. God bless y'all. See you on the next one.